Welcome back to Off the Tap. This week is episode 30, and we're doing Deep Ellum Brewing Company's Dallas Blonde.
Damn, Randall, you trying to auction something off?
I can't say anything else though.
We've got 50. We have 50. Can I get 75? Can I get 75? We have 50 here. Can I get 75 there? 75 there. We have 75. How about 100?
Yep, right here. No, that was a mouthful though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know what else
Because of the,
You know what else is a mouthful? This beer. I'm about to try this beer.
is it?
Oh,
I feel
okay.
like I always try it last, so yeah, go ahead.
I think I went in a deep direction there, a dark direction.
A Deep Ellum direction.
Yeah.
That's like the emo. That's like the emo version of One Direction, Dark Direction.
Yeah. Which one are you? Which one are you in the band?
You'd be like, you don't know you're beautiful.
And then someone in the background just, you don't know you're beautiful.
Yeah.
Sounds like they're hawking up a loogie.
Honestly, that'd be great. Y'all ever listen to Pop Goes Punk?
Yeah, I have a couple times.
Dude, that slaps.
Dance Gavin Dance
good?
does a sweet remix. I forget what song it is, but
Okay. I got a condo in
it's
whatever that song
it's
is.
no, it's Stitches.
Oh,
by
really?
Shawn Mendes. They
yeah.
did Stitches. Yeah,
I
think it was
Wait.
them.
I think they do that Bruno Mars song too.
Probably.
Uh,
Also, they're not punk. They're definitely hard rock. At least I would say.
This is a weird beer.
Weird
Just
how?
going up to because you get the flavor and then it goes away instantly. Did y'all notice?
yeah,
that?
it's fast. It's fast.
Like it disappears. Like there's no lingering aftertaste or anything. Like you taste it and then it's gone.
I just taste lake beer. That's what I taste. Like
What do you
back,
mean? Like, what do you mean by lake beer?
So back when you were a kid. I mean, I haven't because I haven't been of age to drink on the lake or anything. But when I was a kid and like my dad would throw me a can of Coke or something while I was in the lake, and it would land in the lake, and then I would have to get it and open it
Yeah,
and
you
take a
taste
drink.
the Coke,
That's what this tastes like.
but it's still got the lake water around the rim, so
yeah,
you
it's
get
still
some of
got
that in your mouth
yeah.
too. Yeah,
That sounds gross. So you don't like this?
that's why we have such a good immune system.
I'm not saying I
Drinking
don't
all
like
the
it.
lake
I'm just
water.
saying that's the experience. That's the memory I get from tasting it.
This is not a
That
blonde.
is
I'm gonna say
that's
that.
kind of funny that's what comes to your mind because that's kind of an in-depth thing and it makes sense. I mean, I can see what you're saying.
Yeah. Really cool can.
Y'all
Though.
agree?
I like these colors.
Me too.
Yeah, be careful looking at it, Sean. You'll see
Yeah.
the ABV. I already saw it. You know. So.
Yeah, it's just gonna be two of us. Should we just get ABVs out of the way then, so we can look at it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna go 4.6.
It tastes. It's not a. It doesn't taste like a blonde beer at all. It tastes too like flavory. So I'm gonna go 5.
Answer is 5.2.
Really?
Where's it at?
Nice. Sean wins again.
Everybody
Like the
drink.
ninth time. Everybody drinks.
What do we got on here?
Why is there diamonds up here?
Andrew, you haven't drank yet.
I don't know.
I think that's funny because Sean said everyone drinks and you didn't.
Like, there's
yeah.
nothing. There's nothing diamondy about Dallas to me.
Well, they're going very like the whole theme is like a blonde girl. You know what I mean? So diamonds are a girl's best friend, right?
I'm just gonna say I'm pretty sure the
That's
girl
true.
in front of this can is doing like the walk of shame, and she also
Yeah,
looks like a
because
crackhead.
she broke her shoe too. Looks
She
like.
broke her shoe. She kind of looks like a crackhead. Andrew is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crackheads in Dallas.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I have a really good crackhead story I can tell you guys if we want to get into this.
Okay.
We should get into it.
It's a really good crackhead story. This
Get
is
into
okay.
it.
All right. What I'm about to tell you is 100% a true story. It's dead ass. 100% true.
No
Everything
cap?
I'm about to tell you.
On God.
No cap whatsoever. Everything I'm about to tell you is 100% real. So we're at the my parents are in town, right? And so we're stopping to get my mom lottery tickets 'cause she plays the lottery religiously. And so I probably shouldn't have outed her like that. But anyways, so we're at the store getting lottery tickets. A homeless man walks into the gas station. I'm in the truck, so I don't see this part. This is my dad telling me.
Is it the gas station I'm thinking about? The one that's close to where you live? That always has like the tents outside.
No.
in the medical district? No.
No. This one is a little bit further away. It's the QT right by the highway. I could take you to it one time. Maybe we could see this guy and we could see another movie, basically. So there's a cop. This place is like so sketch. There's a cop inside the gas station at all times. Well, apparently a homeless guy came in the gas station and stole a drink, and then went outside. Well, the cop. I mean, I don't know what your stance is with the homeless people, but it's like you. I mean, I get they're thirsty. You need to give them a drink, but sometimes it's like. I mean, I can't let you keep thinking it's okay to steal from the store. So the cop goes out there and has the guy pour out the cup. And this just pisses the homeless guy off, right?
For a water cup, or did he put some Fanta in there, or what?
I don't know. I didn't see this part. We
I don't
pulled
think we're
up
talking
as
McDonald's. I think they just walked up to the fountain drink where they got the stack of cups.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what would have happened. And so whenever we pull up, my dad's saying the cop just chased this guy out the store. And I'm like, what, really? Well, there's this homeless guy over there, and he throws the cup at the police officer. And the police officer, you could just see him like cursing under his breath, walking back into the gas station. Well, this homeless guy walks over, and there's a Jack in the Box right next door, and there's a security guard, like a middle-aged black man out there, or he may be even a little bit older. And he's just standing there, like minding his business. And this homeless guy walks up and decks him in the face. Just like completely, yes, just like completely just one hit KOs this guy. And then I guess he thinks he's big and bad. So then he starts walking to the road. He's walking in the middle of the road. Cars are having to slam on their brakes, slam their horns, like swerve around him. He's throwing asphalt rocks like this big at the cars. And they're all like flicking him off and like honking, and he's throwing he's picking up there was a bumper on the ground, I guess from a wreck before. He threw that at a car. Was like standing in front of a bus. They had to slam on the brakes. Okay, so eventually we see him go under the bridge, and a car's turning. He kicks the car as it turns, and I guess this car parked on the other side of the bridge where we couldn't see it from where we were parked. And this other guy came running up and just beat the shit out of this homeless guy. Like, I'm talking just arms wailing like this, beat the heck out of him. And he was on the ground, bleeding from his nose and everything. and so my dad drives to go see. And whenever my dad's driving to go see, this homeless guy gets up and knocks another homeless guy out. Okay?
Jesus.
And then another homeless guy is chasing him. Yeah, this other homeless guy is chasing. They're running around in circles in an intersection chasing each other.
That's
Welcome to Dallas.
Like
full
true.
crackhead energy.
Yeah. And then he tried to stand in front of my dad's truck. We were driving down. He walked in front. He had a rock in his hand. My dad rolled the window down. He's like, "Don't you effing do it," said it to the guy, and the guy just walked off. Didn't throw the rock at the truck. It was cool.
Somebody would have died, and that would not have been your dad.
All I'm saying is, I drive a 2003 Toyota Tacoma, but if you throw a rock in my truck, I'm gonna turn you into a pancake. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm telling you, I that was the short version of the story. I'll have to tell you the full version one time. It's crazy.
I mean,
Wow.
you might hate me, but do homeless people have rights?
I mean, they have basic human rights.
They have still, yes,
Do they have,
human rights,
the
civil
rights
rights.
of, Americans. Has there ever been a case where a homeless person just calls and he's like, "I'm Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer," and he's like, "Yeah, someone just ran me over."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's.
Did your homeless dude take you to court?
Yes,
Yeah,
if they can afford
100%,
it.
yeah.
I mean, they don't pay taxes.
Well, I think he would. I think he would pay I think he would be you could if you win the case for me, Texas Hammer, Jim Adler, then you can have a percentage of the winnings. But I can't pay you up front, and then it's up to Jim Adler if he takes it or not.
Yeah. Jim
I'd
Adler's
say so.
also just an example, guys. We're just,
Yeah, we have to rope him into this.
it could definitely be.
No,
any
this
lawyer.
this is a Jim Adler podcast.
Hashtag ad.
Special guest today is the Texas Hammer.
Dude, that would be awesome.
Imagine.
We need Jim Adler and Mattress Mac on this show.
I feel like Jim Adler. I would like to have
Mattress
Mattress
Mac would be
Mag.
amazing.
I feel like Jim Adler would be the guy where we'd be talking and he would just interrupt us every time we said something just to yell.
Yeah.
He would yell Texas Hammer every time you start
I'm
talking.
the Texas Hammer. That's what I thought. It's just every
And our
time.
special guest today, Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer. And I'd be like, okay, yep, you heard him. You heard it here first.
I got
And special
I got
guest
18
today
million
is
from one
Jim
big
just comes in.
truck accident.
Oh man. All right. So what's the initial ratings then? What are we feeling, real quick?
I don't know. Not that high.
Really? I rather enjoy this. I think I'm gonna give it an 8.3.
I'll be honest with you. When I take a drink of it, it dries my mouth out. I feel like I'm eating a communion cracker,
Oh Jesus.
like a sizzling, like a sparkling, like a communion crackered seltzer is what I'm drinking. Jesus hard seltzer right there. I feel like this is what I'm drinking.
Hey, Zeus.
I like this beer, and I feel like if there was a bunch of these beers in the fridge, and I'm at a house party, I mean, I'm probably gonna grab this before I grab most other beers. But it also doesn't like blow me away, so it makes me want to give it like a 7.5.
I was thinking like 7.4.
7.5 and 7.4.
Yeah, I would take this beer 3 times out of 10.
Oh, really?
Well, why did you rate it so high then?
Well, given there's a fridge with other beers in there, I would pick this one 3 times out of 10.
Oh, well, it depends what other beers are in there. Because if there's there's some other beers in there that I really like, then I'm gonna pick this one 0 times out of 10.
That's a good point.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
Would you buy it again?
I don't think I would ever purchase this beer
Really?
with my own money.
that's a tough one because at the beer buying place, they've got all my other favorite beers, so I probably wouldn't buy this either.
At the
mean,
beer
just
buying
buy.
place.
I mean, hear me out, right? We've done what, 27, almost 30 episodes? 30 episodes,
This is
something like
episode
that?
30, yeah.
Yeah, this is our 30th episode. Yeah, all the beers we've tried, and the beer market is so saturated, we haven't even scratched the surface. Like, think about how many beers there are out there that are so much better than this that I could buy instead of this.
I don't know. I rather
know,
like it.
I'm
so
also gonna say, go ahead and say, I'm not excited sometimes to try. Like, I'm scared to try some beers. I think we might try some really disgusting beers in our time on this podcast.
Well, we
already
have already. We've had some bad ones.
I don't know, man. I had my I think I had my favorite beer of all time a couple weeks ago. Kind of new. I won't
What
say what
was
it
it?
is. We'll get to it eventually. I don't want to spoil it right now.
Come on.
Have I had it?
Yes. Yeah.
Have I had it?
It is a beer that we have all had, but with a new twist on it.
A twist.
Huh.
Like a nipple twist.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Comparing this to that, everything tastes like ass compared to that. No.
Like a nipple twist or like a
like a
orange
nipple
twist. Like an anaconda
orange twist.
squeeze. Yeah, you know, like you put an orange twist on a drink or
nipple?
something. No.
Oh.
Yeah, like on a nice,
Just saying,
on a
you know.
nice cocktail.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Nice
see what you're saying.
cocktail.
Yeah. I thought you were trying to reference like some kind of nipple twisting technique.
No. Anaconda nipple twist.
You know how after you eat orange, your fingers get all sticky and they smell like oranges, and then you go in for the nipple twist so you got more grip?
Oh, would it be more grip or less grip though?
I think it'd be more. Your fingers are sticky.
Maybe with a little bit of yeah. Your fingers do get sticky from that.
No, if you wanted to give a
Orange
mean
twist.
nipple twister, you need to put your hand in a plate of syrup, and then go after that bad
Plate of syrup.
boy.
What about now? This is a little bit different, but how erotic would a Vaseline nipple twist be?
I feel like it would be kind of like just it would be smooth, right? It would
Yeah.
feel good. It would be like
Be more like a massage than a twist.
When you said Vaseline, I thought of Vicks, and I was like, it's going to clear my sinuses up. But
my nipple won't cough anymore.
yeah.
Oh man. Well, I don't have any like huge. I've been to Dallas like 3 times, but I've never really like explored a lot there. But I can tell you that the roads are freaking horrible. Like
I was about
people,
to say.
we complain about Houston. People in Houston complain about roads. Dallas is like 10 times worse.
Dude,
Downtown
Andrew,
Houston roads are on the highway in Dallas.
You drive through. Drive through Dallas, dude. You'll just be having the best day of your life, smoothest road, then you just lose your back tire to a pothole. Like,
what that's happened to me like 3 times. You'll hit a pothole that's just like straight up like it's like someone took the cover off a manhole, and you just go like your whole tire just goes into the ground.
Oh man,
Sinkhole in the middle of the road.
They're bad.
Yeah, the roads are the worst. The people aren't great. The sports teams are not
Cowboys
good.
fans, man. What do you expect?
Well, the sports, like I just said, the sports teams are not good. So I mean, really, I don't. If
The Dallas Stars.
I
are
don't
good.
know what. I don't know what a good reason to live in Dallas would be.
I
Aside
think
from
Dallas.
like most.
I'm gonna give Dallas a new slogan. I think it should just be the armpit of Austin, because I feel like everyone there like wants to be a cult, but it's too trashy, and they want to be like Austin, but it's just I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying?
I feel like
Like
I
they
feel like
want
Dallas.
I don't know. They want to be cool. They're like, oh, this is the best place on earth, bro. It's the best place in America. You never find another place better than Dallas. And it's like sports teams, S tier. Basketball team, S tier. Yeah, football team, best football team in the world. America's team.
America's
Let's go,
team.
baby.
America's. I still can't get over the fact that the Dallas Cowboys are considered America's team when the New England Patriots have like literally ran the NFL for 2 decades with Tom Brady, and their name is literally the Patriots.
Yeah.
How is that
Yeah.
not America's team, bro? I don't understand.
Yeah.
But the Cowgirls,
well-
who haven't won a playoff game since 1993.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with the Dallas Cowgirls, man. It's the Cowboys. You know,
True.
I know you're I know you're
True.
giving them a nickname,
mean,
but you can't hit on the cheerleaders now.
Yeah, the cheerleaders are great.
I really think the only reason Dallas exists is because of like back in the day the Fort Worth Stockyards, where like people didn't want to drive all the way down to the bottom of Texas, right? Because that's so much further down. So they just like kept a thing level with the coastline, like straight across.
Let's also be honest. Dallas is really Oklahoma.
Basically.
It really is.
It's like
really
45
and-
minutes to Oklahoma.
And I don't know if there's people on this podcast that listen to this podcast that are Oklahoma people, but Oklahoma sucks.
Yeah. Oklahoma is
It's
basically a little bit better Utah. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
nothing going on there.
Oklahoma and Kansas all the way up to like North Dakota, basically just the butt crack of America.
like Nebraska and Oklahoma, I think favorite states in
The
America.
gooch is the panhandle of Texas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the gooch. That's the gooch of America.
We all
Houston
know
is
what
the
Florida,
balls, bro.
we all know what Florida is. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, look at the shape. You know what I mean?
yeah. The only good thing that Dallas has ever been a part of was the name Dallas Buyers Club. That's the best thing I'll give Dallas.
Was that filmed in
Yeah,
Dallas?
Matthew McConaughey. Yeah.
Did that even have anything to do with Dallas?
I thought that's where he was
I'm
from.
gonna look
in
it
the
up.
movie. I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up.
I thought that's where he was from. I know Matthew McConaughey is actually from Austin, isn't he? know he
He's
went
from
to-
like
know he-
Longview or something like that.
Yeah. Lives in Austin. Professor at UT alum.
Yeah.
GOAT. The best ever. I will hear no arguments. He's the best rom-com actor of all time.
Yes, he is.
I'm not gonna disagree with you.
He has the best, dude. How to lose a guy in 10 days. Fool's gold.
I'm not gonna
I mean, I can
disagree.
keep going. Ghost of Girlfriends Past, bro. Get out of here.
You watch those before you go to bed every night?
I watched
Failure
Ghost of
to
Girlfriends
launch?
Past a lot when I was in the hospital, actually. Because it was on
Did you really?
TBS at
Failure to
like 2 o'clock in the morning for 3 weeks straight.
Every day. Yeah.
I couldn't sleep, so
Okay,
I
well,
would
it
watch
was
that and then go
filmed in
right
New
into Fresh Prince
Orleans.
of Bel-Air.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the TV schedule of the hospital on TBS back there.
It was filmed in New Orleans, but the cover of the movie has
Yes.
Dallas in the background.
Does it? Okay.
You could see,
It was
you could
filmed
see the,
in
you
New
could see the
Orleans?
ball. It was filmed in Nolans.
Nolans. Yeah, I don't really know anything good that Dallas has given us. I have a lot of friends that live in Dallas, though, so shouts out to them.
Yeah.
Andrew being one of them.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Here, let me break down the dynamic of Dallas for you. Right. So,
I think it did take place. It took place in Dallas, and it's a true story. That's the real guy right there.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
But go
So-
ahead, Sean. Sorry.
Me and Andrew go downstairs to his apartment, and 5 seconds later, there's a homeless guy.
asking us for money, but we didn't have any money, so I was like,
Yeah.
I don't have any money.
That's what it was like in San Diego too.
It's like we walked outside, and his like homeless senses started tingling. You know, he got an itch in the back of his neck.
You could smell the
And it was
green
just
paper.
I saw like this purple puff of smoke, and he just appeared and like walked past us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a genie, homeless genie.
Yeah.
the homeless situation in Dallas is absolutely the worst. It's one of the most awful situations I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Andrew, why don't you tell us a story about the dude trying to clean your window? At the Canes.
I didn't have a guy try and clean my window. I had a guy try and clean my rims. I told him no. He got pissed because he's like, "Come on, man! Like, I'll clean your rims. You can pay me money for that." And I'm like, "I just got my car washed. I don't need my rims cleaned."
Yeah.
Also, I don't want to pay you, so I don't want you to give me a service.
Yeah.
Well, there was a guy. The guy at Canes was even
man,
worse.
Yeah.
There was a guy at Canes, right? And I like he's going up to people in the drive-thru and asking them for money, and I'm like, he's walking towards my car as I'm ordering, and I actually did not have any cash to give him, so I rolled up my window and went to drive around him. I literally went out of my way to go away from him, which should have been an obvious sign, dude. I'm not gonna give you money. Even if I had money, I'm not gonna give. But I didn't have money. So then he walks up to my window and starts yelling through the window, like saying, "I know you have money. Give me money. I'm trying to get some food." I said, "Dude, I don't have any money." So then I go to pull off, and he starts beating on the side of my car. So I slammed my brakes, and I said, "Don't hit the fucking car." And he stopped hitting the car. And then he went and sat by. He was sitting by where people order. So when someone were to drive up to order, he was going to ask him for money. The manager had to go out there and ask him to leave.
Yeah, I was about to say, did the manager ever go out? Buy me a cognac, bro.
You gonna eat that slaw?
Oh yeah,
I know you. Let me have it.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I don't. It
Houston's
puts me in such an
Houston's not much
awkward
better, but
situation, you know, because I feel bad sometimes, but then I also don't, and I'm like, I mean, I've been working for my stuff, bro. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Except for there was one homeless guy the other day. I don't even know if he was homeless. That was on the street corner asking for money, and I made sure I rolled my window down and I gave him a 5. And it's because he had a sign and it said, "Why lie? Want beer?"
Yeah.
I gave him a 5.
I give him a 5. Go get you a couple 40s, baby. Go on. Come on now.
I might have told you this before, but I had this genius idea. Who was with me? Oh, it was when me and Madison went to New York. I was like, dude, we need some cardboard and a Sharpie. And I'm going to stand on the corner, and I'm going to have a sign that says, "Have a job, just want more money."
Yeah.
And I bet people
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
there was like a girl in Houston that did that. Maybe it was a guy. Might have been a guy.
Really?
Where she didn't have like a sign like that, but she legit was like fully employed, and on her off days she would put like raggedy clothes on and go stand on the corner and
That's
just
so crazy.
make like hundreds of dollars from people giving her money. I think it might have been a guy, actually. It might have been a dude that did it.
No,
But
I
yeah,
would wear
they were,
wear
like,
a full
paying their-
3-piece suit and just sit in a nice lawn chair, one of those hydraulic ones, you know?
Yeah, once you get
The
on
rockers.
Rocking chairs out, sit in one of those with my leg crossed, drinking a glass of whiskey, and hold my sign up with one hand.
with a cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus, you would have a relaxing day, just out in the.
yeah.
Out in the wilderness of Dallas.
I did see one lady. It was on Facebook something where this lady got caught. She was walking. She had a sign and everything, and she was walking back to her Porsche. She
Yeah.
was getting in a Porsche with a homeless
Oh my
sign.
God.
Yeah.
I have
It's like,
I have
man,
zero.
come on.
I have zero sympathy for homeless people.
I don't know. I have a little bit, but not a lot.
I have zero.
I have a
I'm
very
saying-
small
so-
fuse with.
So hear me out,
Lazy.
right? If you're homeless, why be in a large metropolitan area, right? Like because you want people to give you money. Like why else would you be there? Like why would you camp under a bridge on concrete in a tent? Like why would you not go to the national forest?
Well,
where I
there's
would go,
one guy
straight
I've
up.
seen on the way in between Dallas and my parents' house, in the middle of the country. There's this guy that just has like a whole campsite set up next to 45 underneath some trees,
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
like
That's
a
the way to do it.
whole campsite.
I'm
I've
like,
seen
dude,
it for a couple months.
you already got a tent. Find you a nice spot, a bunch of trees, a little river, You know, just you got the tent. Just walk to Colorado. You got mountains. You got elk. You got rivers. You got salmon.
You
got
could
all
live a
this-
beautiful life.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Bro, straight
What are you
up.
doing in Dallas?
You could hitch a ride with an 18-wheeler with a Mack truck driver to Colorado.
Yeah. You save up
Or
enough money, you
somewhere.
can get an Uber.
Well, I don't know
Well,
if
I
Uber
see.
that
I
far.
used to
That's-
have.
That's a small loan
I really
on a
did.
house, dog.
You could pay
I really
$5
did.
to Loves and then buy a plane ticket. That's all I'm
Shit.
saying.
I really did
flat
used to be
blanket.
sympathetic towards homeless people, but since I started living in Dallas and they harass you for
Oh, yeah.
change, and it's really kind
The
of
last time I ever
it's
gave money to a
it turned me
stranger-
into
Yeah, the last time I ever gave money to a stranger was when I was in high school. We all were at McDonald's. I know Sean remembers this. And this guy came up and was like, "Hey, I'm just trying to get home to my kids. You know, I just need a little bit of gas
Homeless
money."
person also has like 5 kids. You never
Well,
see
he
him.
wasn't
though.
a homeless guy. I had seen him like drive up,
Mhm.
and he was at the gas station like parked under, and he was like, "I just need a couple bucks," and I was like, "Whatever, here you go." And he just got in his truck and drove off, and I was like, "All right, never doing that again."
yeah. You know how many people go to gas stations and say, "Hey, man, like I don't have any gas money. Could you like please help me out?" Just to like get free gas all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
I mean, I
developed.
would have been.
happens
I
a
wouldn't.
lot.
I wouldn't have cared if he would have gotten gas. I wouldn't have expected anything. He didn't even get gas. He just literally took my money, walked back to his truck, got in, and drove off.
I've
He
developed
didn't fill it up or
a
anything.
foolproof strategy. So this is what I do, and it's worked every time. Usually, it's happened to me like 4 times at the gas station, twice at the old Kroger over there in Huelas. But every time, so I'll share the gas station story as the example. But so I'm putting gas in my truck, and I see them lock eyes with me, and they take one step forward, and they go, and I'm like, nope. That's it.
Nope.
Just look at me, and I hear a noise come out of their mouth. I just look at them, and I go, nope.
No,
I
it's all
had-
about eye
I
contact.
had
You
one-
can't make eye contact.
I've had so many. Excuse me, sir, and I'm always like, "Nah, I'm good, thank you, though." Like
You can't be like, oh, not right now, or you can't be like, oh, no, thank you, no, thank you. You got to just be like, nope.
Nope.
no. I had one guy. It was at the beginning of COVID, and it pissed me off. I'm sitting there, filled up my gas tank, and he came walking around the car, and I catch eyes with him. He's like, "Hey, man, you got any money?" I'm like, "No," or like, right? And then he just reached out and like was touching on me, and this was like right when COVID first started, when like we all didn't know shit about it.
He's
And
homeless.
he was just like,
That should be the last thing you should be worrying about.
yeah, whatever, bro.
Dookie fingers. He got AIDS underneath his fingernails.
Okay.
sorts of
well,
stuff.
Yeah.
maybe- Come on now.
He was touching all of me, bro, and I'm like, dude, don't touch me. I don't. First of all, even if it wasn't COVID, I don't want you to touch me. But like in
Yeah,
this
I don't
time,
want
I
any
definitely
stranger
don't.
touching me. If I'm being honest, I don't want to be inside of a restaurant and have like the waitress or waiter touch me. I don't want any random human being to touch me. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
The worst encounter that I've had was in downtown Houston. I think I was coming back from like a Rockets game or something like that. And this dude said something to me, and I was like, nope. And he kept following me like 4 blocks. He was walking behind me, just talking to himself, like talking to me, but I wasn't
Nope.
listening. And so after I said nope, I didn't say anything else to him. So he's following me for like 4 blocks. Man, I got kids, man. I got 5 kids, man. Come on. I kind of get them through college, man. Come on, give me $5. And I'm like, no. And I just like kept walking. And he's like, come on, man, just $1. And I turned around. I was 18 at the time. And I was like, I am 18 years old. You are 50 years old. You have had 50 years to make $5. I am 18. You cannot have my money. And I walked inside. It's like,
Yeah.
Well,
Fair enough.
what kind of homeless man's out there begging for money to put his kids through college?
dude,
Yeah.
I was like, you got to find a better story, man. I'm getting heated because if I can go back in time right now, I'd kick that dude right in the front of his
That's
shin.
what I'm saying, bro. That's what like Andrew said with that guy that said had the sign that said, "I ain't gonna lie, I just want beer." Yep. Okay.
Yeah. If he was,
I gave that dude $5. I would have given him $10 if I like go get a case on me, bro. Like I got you.
Go get you a 12 or a Keystones, baby. Come on. Let's go.
hey man, I need to buy some rolling papers. You got 99 cents? I'd be like, I can scrape
Alright.
it together.
Yeah.
You know,
What I
I'll
would
tell
say
you
is
what,
that
I'll go buy you some
Through
papers real
college.
quick. I'll
yeah,
go buy you some
Yeah.
papers. Man.
that's the same dude whose
No,
kids he's
but
trying to put through college that haven't fucking seen him in 20 years.
All right.
yeah,
You know,
or he doesn't. He just doesn't have kids or a wife.
yeah, he doesn't have kids. Period.
I don't know. I do know that I genuinely I'm not a big fan of Dallas in general. It's also, I don't know, just because I'm so foreign to it, I don't know my way around. So, you know,
It's also very dirty.
I'll tell you what else
It
is
is.
confusing, dude. I'll tell you what's what a more confusing line of highways in the entire United States is. Nope, not Los Angeles, not San Diego. You know what's fucking worse? Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona, there's nothing out there except a spaghetti noodle bowl of highways, bro. It's so bad. It's
I don't
so
know.
bad.
Dallas is it? It's worse than Dallas.
Yes,
you
it's
think?
worse than Dallas. Now the roads are really smooth and nice, but
They
the
were.
actual navigation.
Dude, I'm telling
I've only
you.
driven to Phoenix once, and it was like down the freeway and over an exit, like an exit over the freeway. But that was all fine and dandy. But when I went to In-N-Out Burger, I had to
It's like
drive
19
past
exits.
like Pablo Escobar's compound just to get to the In-N-Out Burger, and I felt like I was driving on speed bumps.
Yeah,
Like,
it's bad there.
I will tell you, neither Apple or Google know how to direct you through Dallas.
no, they don't.
No. Well, that's
They'll
because there's
te-
so
they'll
much
take you-
going on there. There's so much damn construction. They don't know where the roads are, man.
There is
Roads
always
change every
construction.
day.
Dallas is the worst. I am trying to move away from here as fast as humanly possible.
I literally, when my brother lived in Dallas, I went my junior year. Me and my cousin drove up there. I actually lived in Denton, so we had to drive through Dallas, which is even worse. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
the way there, I was my junior year of high school. There was construction like 3/4 of the way, all the way through Dallas on 45 at least, and the exit we took to get to Denton and everything, just construction the whole time. We went 3 years later for my brother's graduation from that college. The construction was in the same spot. It hadn't
Yeah.
moved. And I was like, bro,
they're probably
3
in a union.
years?
Probably in a union that went on strike or something.
They're waiting for the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl is what they're doing. And
Yeah,
they're
so
never
they
going to
can
get
get
built, bro.
They can get some tax dollars.
Yeah, they need some money.
They got a lot of. I mean, they've been for as often as they're doing construction, they should have the roads fixed, but they're not.
I'll tell you one thing, though. Andrew is in the car with me. You get about 45 minutes to an hour outside of Dallas east, come across like a nice little lake. They got a Popeyes over there. Cook you up some great Popeyes. And
Really?
that was a nice area. There's some hills. There's a big lake. It was
Yes,
nice over there.
that was
So you-
that area kind of reminded me of like a Austin type place. It was beautiful, hilly, had a nice lake.
Yeah, that was nice.
I mean, northwest of Dallas is pretty much just barren land. When you're driving like up toward Amarillo, it's just barren land with like windmills everywhere.
Dude,
which
I
I
haven't
thought
made
was
that
cool.
drive. I haven't made that drive far
Yeah,
too many times. And
Dude,
it's
I don't know.
still
I
nice,
think.
but
Do what?
I don't know. Go ahead, Andrew.
I'm sorry. Every time I think you're stopping, I start.
Yeah, I know.
I'm thinking we should title this episode "Dallas is absolutely trash."
It is, man. Dallas sucks. That's why I just consider it part of Oklahoma. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. If you want to go North Texas or even like to like New Mexico from Houston, it always takes you through Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the worst part of the whole drive, dude. I'm not even kidding. Getting there and getting out and getting 30 minutes away from it is the worst part. I've gone to New Mexico like 6 times. I've gone to Kansas like 4 times. After that, you get out there on the nice country roads.
What do you go up through Dallas
to
get to New Mexico for? You go up through Amarillo and to North New Mexico?
Yeah. Well, I think I've been at Angel Fire 4 times.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know that
it
was
takes
in
you,
New
like,
Mexico. I thought that was in Colorado.
No, you go up through Dallas and then I don't remember if you have to go through Amarillo or not, but basically
Probably
you
not.
go up and then northwest.
Probably not.
Well,
but
I'm just wondering
takes
why
you toward Amarillo.
You said you've gone to Kansas 4 times. Why the hell have you done that?
That's where Dave's family's from.
Oh,
Oklahoma also
that
sucks. You just drive through. It's like I said, it's the butt crack of America. You got mountains on both sides; those are the cheeks, and then you just got
yeah.
flat plains. That's the crack.
Yeah. Shoot, I was gonna say something and I forgot. When you were talking about traveling and stuff, I was like, man, I want to say something, but I forgot what it was now.
I want to say something.
I'll tell you one. I'll tell you one good thing about Dallas, though.
What?
It's not that far from
Got it.
Arkansas either.
Arkansas?
Yeah.
Hey,
you can, get
can
to
we make
Arkansas
up our
pretty quick.
mind as
And
a
Arkansas is much-
country? Can we make up
much
our mind
nicer.
as a country? It's either Arkansas or Kansas.
Kansas. I like Kansas better than Arkansas.
Well, we need to pick one because that's stupid. How do you teach your kid that?
Well,
This
my
one's
favorite
Kansas, but
vine
this
of
one's
all
Arkansas.
time. Or
Well, you
my favorite.
America.
What America? What you mean? This one Kansas and this one no Arkansas. What you mean Arkansas? I am confusion. I love that
Yes,
video.
dude. That's what I'm
That's what I was
saying. But
gonna
we need to
say,
make up
like-
our mind.
Like, how do you? That's why, dude. English has got to be. I know we've heard that it's tough, but it's got to be so hard for non-native speakers to learn English.
People say it's the hardest language in the world to learn.
Yeah.
Especially now with all the freaking slang we have, dude. Are you kidding me?
Still don't know when to use think, and thunk.
I
You
don't-
gotta
I've
use it
never
somehow.
used the word thunk in my life. I don't think.
I have never used it either.
Thunk
Is
about
thank is thank the past tense of think?
it. No.
I thank that earlier.
Yeah, it is in
it's
Texas.
No, I always say I
thought.
thought. I thought. Yeah.
No,
it's
not in the
Dodge.
South, man. Not in the South.
Hey, I think I saw that earlier.
Think
Hey, I
about it.
done thunk it. I done thunk it 2 times. I
Listen,
tell
listen.
you,
I thunked you on the head. I'll
You
thunk
said-
you
you
on the
said-
head right now.
You think about it. You think about it. I think about it. He thunk about it. Boom.
Is thunk really a word?
It is now.
It is in Texas. I'll tell you that much, brother.
It is in
No,
Dallas.
I was gonna say.
No.
I was gonna say.
No, it's I thought about it. He thought about it.
And they thunk about it.
I was gonna say earlier.
No, they thought about it too.
As much
I'll
as
think and thunk.
as much as we are crapping on Dallas, I have had some pretty good food from there. Now, Houston's better still in my opinion, but when we drove back through there on one of our last trips, we stopped at like just little mom and pop barbecue place, dude. Oh my god, that was some good barbecue, man. We got some barbecue sandwich. I got one shredded brisket sandwich, and then I got a spicy sausage sandwich.
Oh,
Not a hot dog. It was sliced sausage on bun, bro.
Do you like Chinese food?
I love
Absolutely.
Chinese food.
top 3 favorite
Next
foods.
time, next time you're in Dallas, either one of you,
Definitely my third.
you can either come you can talk to me and we'll go together, or you can go on your own. I will advertise this restaurant for free because it's that good. It's called Royal China,
Where's it
and
at,
they
guys?
have what is
When you hear your family.
When you hear
every
your
time my
royalty.
family's
Yeah.
yeah, well, no, every time my family's in town, we took my parents to it for my birthday, and every time they're in town, my mom had dumplings from this place. They have the best xiaolong bao soup dumpling.
That sounds good.
It does sound
And,
You wanna
and
know
they-
what
all
you-
their food's homemade. The person who started the restaurant literally came over from China, and his son runs the restaurant now with his son, and it's the best Chinese food restaurant in Dallas, hands down.
third
If you're ever
generation.
here, go to it.
Third generation Chinese food.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
well,
down with
second
that.
right
Yeah.
now, but the third generation works there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll tell you where I'll tell you what
And-
Chinese food I'm
That's how
never
you know
going to
it's good.
again.
Yeah.
I'm never going back to Benihana's.
Really? Well, that's not. That's
That
like
doesn't really count.
what is it? What do
I
they
think
call
it's
it?
more like Japanese teppanyaki
Yeah.
food, but dude, I went there was it my birthday? I think I went there for my
I
birthday.
think it was your birthday. I
And-
remember you talking about.
Dude, okay, I had a great time, right? Because it was my birthday. But also we waited
Shogun's
for like
better.
I think we were at Benihana's like
Shogun.
we
shut
made a
down, though, didn't it?
reservation. Shogun is fantastic.
Did it shut
Shogun's
down?
better.
Which one shut
So is
down?
Kobe. None of
Not
them.
Shogun.
There's like a.
But-
anyways, my bad.
We made a reservation to Benihana. Is it Benihana or Benihana's?
Benihana's.
It's Benihana's.
with an S.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Yes, it's like
So
Benihana owns it. Benihana's restaurant.
Okay. Well, I got a
Actually,
fun fact
two people
about this.
own it. One person's named Benny and the other person's named Hannah, and they
I
just
got a fun
combined
fact
their
about Benihana's.
names.
I'll tell you after the story. So we made a
Hannah
reservation.
Benny's would have been stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds kind of good.
Hannah Benny's.
No, it doesn't.
Hannah Benny's. All right.
We
keep
were
going.
at from the time that we arrived at Benihana's to the time we left. All we did was show up and eat and leave. We were there for 4 hours.
Jesus Christ.
4 hours, bro. And like we had a reservation already, and I was like, bro, this in our like, you know, when you go there, I don't. I've been to the, what do they call it? Whatever style cooking that is.
Hibachi.
Hibachi.
I've been to
Hibachi.
hibachi restaurants enough to where I'm like, oh yeah, you flip the fork. Yeah, I've seen it a million times. Just give me my food, you know. Like,
Oh, look, it's a heart of rice.
Yeah.
Oh, choo-choo train.
This-
Ooh.
he threw no shrimp. He threw no rice. He made no facial expressions. He just cooked our food and left. And I was like, okay, well, I feel kind of cheated out of a good experience right now.
Yeah. What the hell? That sounds horrible. The whole point.
Also-
was
Or
getting
when they
a
whip,
basketball.
when they bring out the guy and it pulls his pants down and he pees on, but it's like water.
Yeah.
The little character. They've never done that to you, Randall?
Oh. Well, I've never really been to. I've had hibachi, but I've never been to hibachi.
You've never been to like a Shogun or something?
No, this feeling you have right now is the exact feeling I get every time I tell you to watch that this movie is incredible, and you say I've never seen it. That's the imagine that
No.
every week. Imagine that
No,
every
it's
week.
different.
Hey.
No,
It's
it's
way
not.
different. You've never been to a Shogun, dude. That's way different.
No, it's
Shogun
not.
slaps, dude.
I've had hibachi, like the food,
Okay,
but I've never
ne-
been to the
no.
experience.
No. Okay, next time I come to town, we're all three getting in the van. We're going to Shogun.
Okay.
Deal?
Are you paying? Are you paying?
No.
Damn it.
It was a good try, Sean.
Do you want to hear my fun fact about Benihana's?
Yeah.
So the guy who created Benihana's
Apparently
Has
it's
a-
two guys.
has a son,
No, one of them's a female.
and that son is Steve Aoki.
What?
Yeah, the DJ.
Wait, no, hold on. No, Steve Aoki's dad is.
Steve Aoki's dad is the Benihana's guy.
Steve Aoki.
No way.
I looked it up at Benihana's.
Steve Aoki's dad is Hiroaki Akoi.
Aoki.
And
Aoki.
yeah, Aoki. Sorry, my bad. Who founded the popular Japanese cuisine restaurant?
Benihana's.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that why he throws cakes?
I asked the same exact question when I saw that. I was like, I wonder if that's why he does that.
I'll
Because
tell you
everyone
what,
goes to
man.
Benihana's on their birthday, and so Steve Aoki's like, I'm gonna throw cakes.
I love
I'll
Steve
tell you what.
Aoki.
Andrew, have you ever seen Beverly Hills Ninja? Probably not.
Is that the one with
seen
Jack
that.
Black? No,
No, Chris
that's with
Farley.
Chris Farley.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but it's on my watch list.
Okay, it was on Netflix like 4 months ago. You should have watched it. I don't know if it's still there or not.
It still is. Still is because it's on my watch
you
list.
need to watch it like yesterday. Watch it as it's a movie, dude. It's an hour and a half. Just watch it.
You know, I've never seen anyone with the Farley guy. Any movie with the Farley guy, Chris Farley.
Oh,
Are you
you've never seen Tommy
seen-
Boy?
I've never seen Chris Farley ever in a show.
God,
You've
dude.
seen, you have seen Billy Madison, right?
Yeah.
He's the bus driver in Billy
Chris
Madison.
Farley's the bus driver in Billy Madison.
Oh, that's such a small role. He deserves more than that.
That
Well,
guy.
he does deserve more than that. I am willing to put almost my life on the fact that if Chris Farley hadn't have overdosed and died back in, I think it was the 90s or the 80s maybe, if he hadn't have died back then, he would have been Kevin James' role in Grown Ups, and it would have been 30 times
So much
better.
better.
It would
He
have
also
been
probably been Cops.
so
I don't think.
he would have been
I don't
Mall
think-
Cop as well. Yes, 100%. That
I
role
think
was
Kevin James
made for
would have
him.
a career.
You don't think what?
Kevin James would have had a career.
Well, Kevin
So do you think
James
Kevin
was
James
in
is just a
King
copy
Queens.
of?
No.
No, Kevin.
not even-
But
not even
Kevin
close.
James. Kevin James is funny. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a funny dude, but he's not near as funny as Chris Farley was. And Kevin James filled the role of Chris Farley with that same group of actors, like David Spade and all them, and Adam Sandler, after Chris Farley died. That's like Kevin
really?
James started doing stuff with them after Chris Farley died.
So it literally would have probably been Chris Farley.
And it would have been, and like I said, I like Kevin James and everything, but it would have been so much funnier, dude. It would have been so much better.
I agree.
You have to. Beverly Hills Ninja is so dumb, but you would love it, dude. You have to watch it.
And I need to watch Tommy Boy too.
Oh yeah, well absolutely. Tommy Boy should be on everybody's list.
You wanna
Regardless
hear
of what your comedic outlook is.
You want to hear another story?
Yeah.
So I was in my grandma's house this past weekend, and someone had brought like this whole family tree from like my grandma's side of the family,
You're related to Chris Farley?
and there was a sub branch popping off. It was like James and Renee Farley, and they had a son that was named Chris Farley, and I was like, bro, what if that was the real Chris Farley?
Bro, don't mess with me right now, dog.
I need some financial compensation.
It's so I forgot where I was going with the Beverly Hills Ninja thing now. I don't remember. Chinese
Steve Aoki.
Oh, there's a scene where he poses because he's a ninja, right? That's the whole point. He's a ninja and he's going like undercover as a hibachi like worker. And dude, it's just the funniest thing ever, man. That's the only hibachi experience I have in my life though, is watching that movie.
Well, right now I kind of want to go get hibachi because we're talking about it so much.
Me too. I want
This
some
is a-
Sounds
shrimps,
amazing.
dude. I want some
There's a
shrimps.
hibachi scene in How I Met Your Mother. You seen it there
is.
too?
Yep, that's true. I have seen it there as well.
Hey, everybody drink.
All right.
But you'll see it in You'll see it in person.
Shut up.
You'll see it in person when we go and Sean pays.
Yeah. Hey man, wait till next year when I get
He
that.
said,
tax,
"Yeah." He
when I
said,
get that tax return, we'll go.
Yeah, he gets that NASA paycheck, then we'll all be eating
Yeah.
nice. You know
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
be eating mice. I'm not eating mice.
No. Nice.
"Nice,
Okay.
Although,
nice
you
with an
don't
M,
know
not
what the
an
meat
M."
is at a hibachi place. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Dude, you throw a mouse on the grill on a hibachi grill with some teppanyaki sauce. I'll probably eat it.
It's gonna taste fantastic,
Probably would.
If it's cooked right, dude, it's good.
especially
You know what I mean?
especially if you dice it up, put it on the fried rice. Mm.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Some shrimp fried rice, dog.
Probably happened before. I haven't had shrimp fried rice in a hot minute.
It's 'cause
Dude, if
chicken
you go
fried
to
rice is so
Shogun-
good, dude.
If you go to Shogun and you order the beef fried rice, like in the restaurant, they bring you literally it's a plate as big as my torso, just with a mound of fried rice on it and just beef all in it. And it
What
was
would you
the
say
best.
that is,
It's like
16 inches.
it's like $13.
What would you say the width of that is? Like 16 inches? 14
What's the
inches?
diameter? What's the diameter of the plate?
I'm not trying to
For-
shit on your chest size. I'm just saying, I would say
I'm
my
thinking-
chest
I'm
size
thinking-
is probably about 14 inches. Maybe 16.
I would say yeah, about that. Yeah.
Mm.
And that's
that
as
fried
big
rice.
as the plate. And it's got a literal mound of fried rice on it with a bunch of beef in it. And it's only $13.
Wow.
See,
You know-
listen, I love like Chinese style beef too, don't get me wrong. But the chicken and the shrimp, bro, is just on another level in Chinese food.
No.
Yes,
Pepper
absolutely.
steak, dude. Pepper steak,
Slaps.
teppanyaki
Absolutely
steak, all that.
slaps. Absolutely
Dude,
slaps. But bro,
never
orange
ordered-
chicken, some sweet and sour chicken, some freaking
Bourbon
fried
chicken,
rice, bro.
bourbon chicken,
Bourbon chicken?
bourbon chicken from the mall. Have you had the
Bro,
bourbon chicken from the
Famous
mall,
Wok,
dude?
bro? Famous Woks?
Yes,
Famous
that was my
Woks?
favorite. Yes, with the orange
competition.
chicken and the bourbon chicken and the noodles and the rice, dude. I would get that every time. And the best thing is, you pay $7 and they make it to where that to-go container doesn't
Doesn't
close.
You're like, I'm eating here, and they're like, all right, and they throw 3 extra scoops on there.
My thing, so I never order beef at Chinese restaurants because it's never good quality. Like maybe just 'cause I'm not ordering at the right place, but it's like
That's what makes it
rarely
good to
ever
me.
to never good quality. Like you're chewing on that piece of beef for at least 7,500 chews.
There's nothing better than going to the Chinese buffet and getting that beef on a stick thing and just getting lockjaw from chewing it.
Dude, you know where I want to go?
What?
I want to go to a Brazilian steakhouse.
Me too.
All right, you
I've
wanna
never
drop
been to
a
one.
bag? I'm
Madison
down,
offered
but
to
we're
take me
gonna
there for
we're
my
gonna go
birthday.
like we're going like
I've never been
$200
to
right
one.
there.
She
Let's
offered
do
to
it.
take me
Let's
there for
do
my
it.
birthday, but I didn't want her to spend like $200.
Oh yeah, you're going to.
But
I've heard it's amazing. I've heard it's
Oh, if you're
amazing.
gonna spend that much money and you want good food, go to Eddie V's, bro.
What is Eddie
yeah, that
V's?
place did smack.
It's my favorite restaurant. Oh, Sean went to it. Yeah, in
I
Austin.
did.
Yeah,
We were wearing tuxedos.
yeah.
Tuxedo
And we weren't
t-shirts?
out of place.
I had a
No
side.
tuxedos.
I had a side of mac and cheese. And you know how you get like truffle fries or whatever?
Yeah.
I got the truffle mac and cheese, and this was like they brought the truffle to the table and like shaved layers onto my mac and cheese, like full size truffles on my mac and cheese. Bro,
Isn't truffle just
it was
pig shit
amazing. No, it's like
No,
a
it's a
mushroom.
mushroom.
that grows from pig shit?
No,
No,
it grows
pigs.
underground.
They train pigs to find it.
Oh,
I train dogs to find it too.
Yeah,
If pigs
It's
poop
good.
truffles, I
I
would
don't-
pig
I
for
don't-
them.
yeah. Pig.
You'd be
A
rich as
truffle
hell.
is like $450 for one like mushroom.
I think
It
we're in the
like
wrong
grows.
profession.
It grows in like a special type of it's a special type of fungus though, right?
I think a lot
I
of them
think they
grow
have
on
to. They have to
It's a
dig it
dig
out of the
for it.
ground. It's
That's why they
Yeah.
train
Yeah.
pigs to find it, probably.
I think a lot of truffles grow in like Scotland and Ireland. Pretty sure a lot of truffles grow from there, and they have like the special
I-
dogs to find them.
Only truffle I
But
know
I
is
got-
truffle butter.
At the
Ew.
at the Eddie V's, I got the Chilean sea bass, and that shit was fire.
Mm.
And their
Sea
steaks
bass
are
slaps,
good too,
bro.
but they put it in like a soy sauce kind of sauce in the bottom of the fish is just there, and it's just feathery. Oh, it's so good, dude.
I have a question.
And then we had the
Yes.
lobster mac and cheese, the white cheddar mashed potatoes, and the truffle
I have a question.
stuff.
I've never wondered this before until right now when you just said that. But is it bass from the Chilean Sea, or is it a sea bass from Chile?
Sea bass
I don't
from
know why they
Chile.
call it that. I don't know why they call it that.
Is it a sea bass or from Chile, or is it a Chilean
Let me look it
sea
up.
bass?
Let me look it
Is
up.
there a
Why?
Chilean sea?
And does it actually come from Chile?
Is there a Chilean sea?
I think that's just called the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, I think there's a
Unless the Chilean Sea actually
there's
has
a
nothing
family
to do
of
with
sea
South
bass
America.
from Chile, and
Yeah.
they're probably not all brought from there now. They're probably raised in farms somewhere, but
Where's the
I
Chilean
assume-
Sea?
on
I-
the coast of Chile.
See, I mean, it might not even have anything to do with South America.
Okay, so it says the name Chilean sea was invented by a fish wholesaler named Blah. He was looking for a name that would make it attractive in the American market. He considered Pacific sea bass and South American sea bass before settling on Chilean sea bass.
All right, so you're getting bamboozled. It just sounds fancy.
Well, it's probably from that
It-
area though.
It's just a sea fish.
It's an alternative market name for the Patagonian toothfish, and in 2013 for the Antarctic toothfish. So it's a toothfish. So no wonder why they changed the name, because it sounds unappetizing.
Toothfish.
Well, I was completely wrong.
I would like a toothfish, like in an aquarium.
Where do they? I want to know
That'd
where
be
they
sick.
find them though.
Isn't that just a piranha?
Or
They're
a
found in
mangrove snapper.
extremely deep. They're an extremely deep water fish.
That's why they're good. That's also probably why they're expensive. They're probably a lot harder to catch.
Yeah.
They constitute a small part of sperm whale diet. Southern elephant seals and colossal squid eat them as well.
Dude, elephant seals are freaking creepy.
Hey, you know what's absolutely terrifying to think of?
What's that?
They're from the Southern Ocean.
Colossal squid.
Yeah.
Have you all seen the
They're
video
an
of that
ant-
like deep
they're an ant-
ocean
they're-
trek that the scientists did, and there's like it's like a 40-foot squid that they found on.
Yeah.
I mean, the body of it was like 15 feet, but the tentacles were like 30.
I could take it.
That would be dude. Imagine there was actually like I mean, I don't want to say actually, but I watched a thing on like Discovery Channel or something where they were talking about that squid and like what it would look like if you were on a ship back in the day, because everyone tries to like understand how
It's the Kraken.
you don't want to. Yeah, right, exactly. Like what the Kraken is. They were like, well, this could have been it because it's like 45 feet long. So, and
But
they
that's
did
so
like
deep
they
water.
did
Why would it come up to the surface?
food.
Well,
I guess.
so just so you guys know, this fish is an Antarctic fish. It's found in deep, cold waters, and look how ugly this thing is.
You ate that?
It's delicious as hell, though.
It's the best fish you'll ever have, but it is ugly as
I don't know the best fish you've ever had, but
it
You'll
is.
ever
I've
have.
never had halibut though. I've never had halibut.
have
Let's
you had
try it.
mahi?
Yeah, mahi's pretty good.
Have you had swordfish?
Grouper's pretty good. Swordfish. I haven't had swordfish, but I've had mako shark, which they compare very closely to swordfish in like the texture and style.
Isn't mahi like a dolphin? Like
Yeah.
No, mahi's
Oh,
like a kind of like a bonita fish. Bonita fish.
It's a
Sorry.
rainbow dolphin.
yeah, I
It's
was
a
like, I'm pretty
rainbow
sure it's
dolphin.
classified as a dolphin or something.
It's
No, it isn't.
it's a rainbow dolphin. A mahi is a rainbow dolphin.
I know what it looks like.
I don't
it doesn't
think
look
it's
anything like a
it's-
dolphin.
It's not a porpoise, but it's called They call it a rainbow dolphin.
This is what mahi look like.
Yeah,
Yes,
I know what, it looks
they
like.
look like. They call it a rainbow dolphin.
Why?
I don't know.
Dolphinus.
That's just
Dolphin
what they call
fish. Okay, I see dolphin fish.
It. Yeah, it's called a rainbow dolphin. Mahi.
That's weird.
You get on there. You get on there to
Mahi is fantastic though. Mahi is fantastic.
Oh, it's
Go down there to
probably my
Galveston.
favorite.
Get you a blackened mahi sandwich.
No, go to Florida
No.
and get a blackened mahi sandwich.
No.
Yeah, but when are you in Florida? You know, I'm just saying.
No, if you're gonna have a good
Good
fish, if you're gonna eat a delicious fish like mahi, you should put it on a sandwich, bro.
Yes, you should. Have you ever had a blackened mahi sandwich, Andrew?
No, but I wouldn't put it on a
is-
sandwich if it's that good.
It is the South Florida version of a cheeseburger, dude. It's one of the greatest things on the planet.
Throw some tartar sauce on there and some lechuga.
Some,
Bro, you don't even need it. All you need is a little bit of lemon juice on it. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
some lemon juice.
ooh,
Mm.
that sounds amazing already.
And then you put you dip the fries in tartar sauce. That's what you do. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've got next time we all go to Galveston, boys. I've got a great restaurant. They home make their tartar sauce and stuff. So good.
A good tartar sauce will turn me on, straight up.
Well,
Straight up.
you will have a rock solid leg
wait.
in
You're missing the
this
perfect chance.
restaurant.
You're missing the perfect chance to use rock hard C-rection.
C-rection. I would, dude. I would straight up. A good tartar sauce. Whew, man. I used to hate tartar
well, you'll
sauce
like
too.
this place.
That's the crazy thing. I hated tartar sauce until I was like 15 years old.
You know what I don't understand? So we're talking about like, this is not high quality fish. Well, it is, but
what-
not in like a
Which one are you talking about?
not in like a fancy food restaurant style high quality fish, but catfish, and I don't see how people could dip fried fish in ketchup.
I hate catfish, dude.
I used to, but I can't anymore.
It tastes too fishy to me.
Tartar
Catfish
is so much better.
fantastic. Only grill or only fried though.
Yeah, fried catfish.
Especially if you cut it up really small and fry it with all the breading, so it's like small and crunchy. Even some Tabasco sauce on there.
You ever had Vernon's catfish, Andrew?
I
Theirs is good.
think I've had a piece. I don't know. The catfish doesn't bother me until like when people leave the skin on it is when it tastes really bad.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah, why would you do
I would
that?
eat that either.
Some people, well, like I mean, they don't peel the skin all the way off certain pieces of the fish.
It's kind of how I feel about
fried
like
catfish is so good, dude.
what is it that what
I don't
most people
know,
cook it in the
man.
oven? Is it tilapia that most people cook in the oven, or like
Halibut.
salmon and they leave the
Tilapia.
skin on? The skin adds flavor when you cook
Salmon,
it.
dude.
But, can you
Oh
please
my god.
Salmon you
Before you
cook
eat
with
it.
the skin down. I don't like salmon. Is the fishiest taste.
It is very fishy,
No,
yeah, but it's
salmon
good.
is so good, dude.
I hate
If it's
salmon.
done right. If it's done right.
We just put a bunch of pepper on it, dude. Oh my.
Pepper, lemon, some asparagus.
No.
Yes.
Asparagus sounds good though. I want a nice medium rare steak with. We've been talking about food this whole podcast.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm about
We
to go
must
get
all
some
be
food,
hungry.
dude. Well, there's nothing else to talk about Dallas related, bro. There's nothing going on.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, no, Dallas sucks. We do have a lot of food here though, so I do agree with that.
And there's a lot of craft breweries up there.
Yeah. Shout out to my Dallas Blonde. I have to say it in this podcast.
I'm ordered. It's in my contract.
It's in my contract. It came with the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was part of it. That's what happens, you know. Man.
I mean, it's really not bad. But
Well, I'd
it's just
say
not-
that I finished both of
not
mine
great.
already.
Yeah, I
I'm still on
finished
my
them like
second
30
one, but-
minutes ago. So I think I'm gonna raise the rating because
I didn't hear any of that.
Because what?
I liked them enough to like drink them very quickly. I finished them like 30 minutes ago. I should have gone in.
Now I did
They're
eat
not bad
spaghetti
by any
before
means.
this. I did eat spaghetti before this, but yeah, I've drank 2 of them, which I drink them a lot faster than I
Spaghetti
drink
sounds good.
everything. But I'm not really drunk or buzzing at all.
Yeah.
Well, then you need to drink 2 more of them.
I do probably, but I'm just saying, you know, in order to keep it even for each episode, I try to drink 2, and I don't feel
Well,
much. So,
You need to pump those numbers up.
well, maybe a little bit now that I'm looking around, you know.
I just want you like just
The retinas are a little slow. You know what I mean? It's slow. They're dilating pretty slow, but I mean, I don't. I've been more buzzed off 2 beers.
Yeah. Well, they are 5%.
yeah. Well,
which
that's
isn't
what
too
happens
bad,
when you drink a
5.2.
Spindle Tap Heavy Hands.
Yeah, that's true. Man, throwing it
Or
back.
Dragon's
That's still.
Milk.
Oh man.
You know what we got to do, right? You know what we got to do?
What?
We got to compare this Dallas Blonde Ale to some Eighth Wonder Brewing Company beer
We do need
Eighth
to.
Wonder's better.
and see who wins.
I think Eighth Wonder's going to be better.
Well, I also don't know if this is like considered a downtown Dallas beer, is it?
Yeah, Deep Ellum is pretty much in downtown.
So like, but here's the thing: is like technically, like the Rangers and stuff are Arlington, right?
Yeah.
So, are there any breweries near Arlington or in Arlington?
I would imagine.
We need to get some.
never
that are-
really been
that
over
are
there.
close and compare them to the ones that are close to Minute Maid Park.
It's basically Dallas,
Okay.
though, because, I mean,
It's Dallas.
feel
I'm
like-
saying.
Arlington's basically like Pasadena is to Houston, right? I mean,
Probably less.
Well,
It's
yeah,
not that
but
far away
my,
at all.
My thing is like, it's the Dallas Cowboys and like the the Texas Rangers, but they're considered out of Dallas even though they're out of Arlington.
oh, I got something good about Dallas. They got a hockey team.
True, Houston doesn't,
Yeah. Yeah.
and their hockey team is
That is
decent.
true.
They didn't make the playoffs this year though, but
I would like to watch some hockey games. That would be
they
the
almost
one
made the
good thing
Stanley
about
Cup
Dallas.
last year.
I would want to do that. I would love to do that.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, wherever I move to, I'm getting season tickets to some kind of sporting event.
yeah.
Could be
I need
baseball
that.
or hockey. It's not going to be basketball or football, so I'm going to pick between baseball and hockey. But
Well, yeah, it gets really expensive on certain sports, so gotta be careful.
dude, over there at Minute Maid, you can get
But then
You get
again,
like-
you'll be working for NASA, so it doesn't matter.
This was back when we were in high school, Sean. So don't be spreading false
yes.
information.
yes, this was also when we were in high school. Or I don't know,
When
were we
The
in high
Astros
school?
sucked. Yes, we were juniors in high
Yeah.
school.
Dude, right down the first baseline at like in the outfield, like third row up. It was like $1,300 for season tickets.
Huh,
it was-
that's not bad.
They were very cheap.
They
I don't know if they
super
were
cheap,
that cheap, but they were very cheap.
You know,
Yeah, the Astros are a lot more expensive now, though. I can.
A lot.
if Joe Biden wants to
Like, a lot.
slide me another stimmy, I might buy some season tickets.
Yeah. Slide me another stimmy, even though the pandemic's over.
Yeah, well, so and so. I'll get sick if I get another one.
Thank God, guys. We're back. I would say that sporting
At
events
least
go into
Texas- at least
100%.
Texas is
Yeah,
back.
Texas is back.
California is
So
still in
does
full
that-
lockdown panic mode.
Does that
They
mean
have-
whenever
they
I
allow
move
some
out of
fans.
Dallas and move back to our area, we're gonna do this podcast in person?
We can.
Andrew, you just need to move.
I'm going to. Trust me.
Just move like next week.
As soon as I
Move
find
3
out if
days
my
ago.
job goes permanent, as soon as I find out if my job goes permanent remote, I will. And I think they're supposed to say it's going to go 100%. So
Here's what you do. You tell them that you had COVID, and then in the 2 weeks that you're working remote, you say, "Hey, I think this works better for me. Is there any way that I could stay remote?" And then you're like, boom,
no, no,
you just
well,
get in
no,
there.
but they're already telling me. I think like
They're cutting out.
Like 100% remote.
yeah, 100% remote. And then worst case scenario, what I'll do is like get COVID again, like swab my mouth, put it in like a test tube, and then every time it's time for me to go back to work, just pull out that test tube and just
This man's
do it
had COVID
again.
40 times this year. The super spreader.
This guy just keeps going out, man. I don't understand it.
I did see something. I saw something the other day talking about working from home, which
Mhm.
I just graduated from college not a couple weeks ago, and going to school remote was like not that fun.
I
But
don't mind
it has its ups and downs, But I saw this guy was talking about it. I don't remember what it was on, but he was like, you know what? I really don't mind it because before I would leave at 5 a.m. for a 2-hour commute, come back, and by the time I got home, my kids were asleep, and I would do that 5 days a week for the past 30 years. So
I
yes,
saw that one.
I'll take that Zoom call. Like,
Yeah, I saw the same one.
It's also just
I think
significantly
it's
cheaper for companies. It's so much
that,
cheaper.
and it's nice because like you don't have to commute. I can just put on a dress shirt and sweatpants, which does make you feel. It makes you feel like you accomplish less dressing up or doing anything, and you're just walking. It also stresses you out a lot more because anytime I come in the living room or the kitchen, I see my work stuff and I'm thinking about my work email, that, and get a separation
Well, see,
from it.
that's just because you don't have like a separate space, though.
Yeah. As soon as I get the next place we get, we're gonna get a 2-bedroom apartment if we don't buy a house next, or a place with an office, and so that way I don't
yeah.
have to.
So here's the thing: if you're gonna do work in a separate bedroom, make sure you do it at a different desk than where you play video games at. Because my problem
Yeah.
is my school and work desk is also the desk I play video games at, and so when I sit down, I immediately think about video games, and I don't want to do school or work. So, like,
That's
the
true.
room that I'm in right now,
That's a good point.
this is like we call it like the library or like the studio room, but this is the gaming room. Like that's all that happens in here, just video games.
No, yeah, that's a big problem for me too. Is like anytime I turn my computer on, I'm like, all right, well, let's see who's online,
Yep.
or like, let's see what everyone else is doing instead of like opening school up first and looking at school. That's what I do.
Discord has ruined my life because I open my computer and Discord loads up off launch, and then it's like Randall is online. I'm like, oh shit, guess we're playing video games.
Hey, yo,
Well,
what's
I don't
up?
know how to. I'm glad I don't know how to see y'all. I'll check the one we play in with Apex now all the time. I'll check it all the time and see if y'all are in there. I didn't check it today when y'all were in there, but normally I'm like I'll look in. I guess I can get some work done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's time to throw out the final ratings, guys. Throw out the final ratings. How are we feeling? I think
Everybody drink one more time. I'll get one last
I'm out.
master in there. All
I'm
right, Andrew,
out.
you drink more on the next podcast.
All right.
I mean, I'm getting just bubbles at this point, but I'm trying,
Yeah, that didn't look like you enjoyed that last sip at all.
I don't know, man. I'll go 7.5 just to make it somewhat.
I'm going 7.7.
Okay, y'all raised y'all's a little bit. I'm gonna drop mine down to 8.2, I think.
Yeah.
Just based off the fact that, like I said, I didn't really get like a. I mean, I know 5.2 is not super high, but
It's not super low. You're building up a tolerance, bro. You're blaming the beer for it. Sucks.
But I'm not. But that's the thing is, like, I get drunk off like 3 beers, dude.
Hey guys, real quick,
on.
lightning round. Where are we drinking this at?
I think what I said at the beginning, it feels like a lake beer to me, but like not like a party lake beer, more like I'm going for a cruise on the boat. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna go put the boat in, and I'm gonna drive it around the lake for an hour or so, and I'm gonna have a couple of these.
I can get with that.
I'm not fishing.
like-
I'm not like getting in the water. I've just got like a little igloo cooler with like 3 or 4 of them.
This feels like a beer
And
that
I'm
I would.
just driving.
I don't do these activities, but I feel like this is a beer that I would drink before I went like paddleboarding.
Mm.
Like it just feels like I'm doing some kind of like I'm on the water, but I'm doing something obtuse, you know?
Uh, yeah. I think this beer feels like the
Maybe a
kind of
kayak.
beer that if I went to Deep Ellum and was there, and there's obviously a brewery there, and I'm a beer that brewery, I would drink this beer out of all the beers up there, probably.
Yeah. Sean, is your can
So-
orange or is it pink at the top?
It's pink.
Pink.
Looks
It
orange
does
in
look
the
orange in my
picture.
camera.
Yeah, it looks
does,
orange in
yeah.
the camera for me. I think it's. I mean, I know like we were talking about how like everything looks on the can, but I think it's a really cool can still. It's,
I agree.
I
There's
do
a
too.
lot. There's a lot going on. I like the color scheme. I mean, pink isn't like my favorite color, but I like. It reminds me of like pink lemonade. You know what I mean? Like yellow and pink.
Dude,
I
thinking
just
that
wish
too.
I had been.
I was gonna say that.
I
From
wish
the
I'd
beginning
been
of
to
the
Deep
podcast.
Ellum more, so then I could see like they've got names of places on here, and I want to see if they're accurate.
In lieu of
Mm.
sounding like super weird, it's like to put a name to it. It's like graphic noir style art.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really cool. I like it. And
it's like if you
The
spray
whole,
painted an
like-
old black and white movie.
the whole like sign, like the Dallas Blonde sign, is like a diner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, the O in blonde. Its mouth is a beer can, a beer bottle. I just noticed that.
Oh, really? I see
Yeah.
that. That's cool.
It's also another session ale. I don't know if we ever found out what that means, but
You know what? We'll find out next episode, maybe.
yeah.
I think that means, I'm not sure, but I think it means seasonal, but I'm not sure. It would probably say seasonal if it meant seasonal.
The names of the places on the can are not accurate, so that kind of disappoints a little bit.
Gypsy tea, trees, boyo. What does that say?
Yeah.
Toaster. I think
Toaster.
that says toaster.
Well, you know what is a good name, though?
What?
Off the Tap Podcast.
Yep. Off the Tap Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, the website, Off the Tap Podcast.
Oh yeah.
Off the Tap Pod for
Ooh.
Twitter and TikTok. Twitter's the best place to follow us, to stay up to date and contact us, ask us questions, whatever you want to do. Yeah, give us a follow. Check it out.
Do we have an announcement to make yet, Randall, or is it coming soon?
Coming soon. It's not quite
Coming soon,
ready,
okay.
but we'll see.
All right, we'll get back to you guys.
Yeah, it's exciting though.
It's very exciting.
But yeah,
Should we give should we give Patreon supporters early access to our surprise?
I would say we could do that. Yeah, anyone
could figure
who
something out.
supports on Patreon can get a like maybe a week or two early.
Yeah.
Maybe next episode we'll announce it though. We'll see.
We'll elaborate some more. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess really if you go to Dallas, you're gonna be getting dirty. So, you.
If you come to Dallas, well, first of all, come see one of your Off the Tap. But just saying.
Go see Andrew.
But also, if you do come to Dallas, what you said is correct. We'll be getting, and it's a pretty long drive, so I think you're getting dirty and far enough.
Yeah.